Hey, good morning. It's Saturday, and I know it's Social Saturday. So I know there's a lot of hubbub and buzz going on out there on LinkedIn anyway on being Social Saturday. So good morning. All right. 21 days of leadership. The topic today is acknowledging your employees, your direct reports, your family members, acknowledging, recognizing, championing. Championing is a hard word for me to say. I get tongue tied. It's important. We get so driven, especially some of us, myself included, that are so goal driven or action driven. We kind of live up here in our heads, right? We forget to stop and acknowledge and recognize the wins, no matter how small the win might be. So let me give you an example. After my first year of coaching, I had one client in particular that I had had the entire year. And so after that 1 year of coaching, we're kind of looking back on his achievements and how what he wanted to do going forward. And then I asked at the end, how can I coach you better this year? Right. So kind of give me a review, like what worked well, maybe what didn't work well, and how are we going to improve our coaching relationship in year two? And without hesitation, he stops and says, Tanya, I need you to acknowledge me more. I need you to stop and acknowledge my wins and what I'm doing well. I mean, you're a great coach and we're achieving great things and we just get right in and roll up our sleeves and work. But you got to stop and let me know what I'm doing good. And that was a big, huge aha moment for me because I am pragmatic and let's get going. Let's roll up our sleeves, kind of live in my brain and let's go, let's keep going. And it's important to stop and acknowledge the wins. So what do? When you have an employee that does something great, a direct report that's actually, really focused and jumping in as a team player, how do we stop and acknowledge their greatness? So that's the question I hope to get some comments on. How do you acknowledge your folks? How do you acknowledge maybe a child, a son or a daughter that's done something great at school and you want to acknowledge that greatness? Have some ideas, have lots of ideas. One, which I love, because I just got a handwritten note from Ariel Lee, a huge person I follow on LinkedIn. I got a handwritten note saying thank you. It made me feel really good. So when was the last time you wrote a handwritten note to someone? Just real quick, 2, 3, 4 sentences, acknowledging what they've done and how it impacted the team. That's one great way to acknowledge. And I know within corporations, you have different ways of filling out forms to acknowledge, and some get gift cards or whatever that might be. So on this Saturday, stop and think about how am I acknowledging the greatness in people? Okay, it's important.